Part of the allure of Ladakh is the contrast to the rest of the country. It's the desert. I've never seen any smog here. The skies are usually clear, and the average sunshine per day is about 8 hours, and visibility 5 miles.
Today we're going to take a trip east and go visit the Hemis Monastery, an ancient monastery, the Palace of Shey, the Thiksey Monastery too, and maybe even another monastery up at Stock. We'll get some superb views out of the hills. The sun has come out. We're really looking forward to today. Are you enjoying Ladakh?
Yes, very much.
We hired a car, and off we go. East down the Manali Road as Leh wakes up. White clouds filling the blue skies. Clearly, this place is very Buddhist and culturally very much like Western Tibet. As we venture out of Leh, we are reminded this is actually a desert. Rainfall being only 4 inches a year, falling mainly in the summer. Having said that, we had had a little rain in the morning, and that gave us interesting skies on the horizon. We soon arrived at Thiksey Monastery, which is about 12 miles east of Leh. The rising sun shining in its face, and took advantage of the morning sunlight to get some great shots of this monastery, which is said to resemble the Potala Palace in Tibet.
We're at the Thiksey Monastery on a beautiful day, and this is one of the most iconic places in Ladakh in all the guidebooks, but here you can see why.
It's the largest Gumpa in Ladakh and soars to a height of 12 stories. Surrounded by snow-capped mountains, it's a popular pilgrimage destination, and we came across a devotee saying his morning prayers. The prayer wheel, containing prayers believed to be released as the wheel is spun. In his hands, prayer beads, or malas. Buddhist tradition sets the number of beads at 108, signifying the mortal desires of men. He was a very nice man, and we had a chat. Above us, the monastery. Dr. Alex translated for me what he'd told him.
This brother says that he prays every day and counts his beads and rotates the prayer wheel every day. He says the more you do, the more blessings you will get, and he believes that by doing this kind of prayer, his life after death will be impacted. The more you do, the better will be your future.
पैदा हो जाएगा ना,
उसी वक्त हो जाएगा या कई साल के बाद?
नहीं अब कम ऐसा कर दे तो जल्दी आ जाएगा.
Okay, if he continues to pray, he said the reincarnation will be sooner than later.
He shared his hopes with us, We travel not only to see places, but also to meet the people, to understand them, their culture, their religion, their hopes and their dreams. We enjoyed chatting, and we enjoyed the amazing views. The diversity of India is sometimes incredible. These 8 stupas or chotan all have meaning. They're all different, representing events in the Buddha's life. So we continue our journey through the desert, making a stop to take on water. After all, we're in the desert. That done, we press on, following the path of the Indus River, before crossing the river and heading up into the mountains. I can tell you the most used word on this trip is wow. There'd been a slight snowfall in the night, and it had stayed on the mountain tops. We were soon reaching the Hemis Monastery that commands great views over the Himalayan mountains. Over these hills lies the Hemis National Park, a home to the endangered snow leopard up in these very mountains. Entry fee 100 rupees, free for local people. Views free for everybody. All I can say is if you like these shots, imagine what it's actually like to be there. I can tell you it's magical. The famous monastery built in 1672 hides among the hills, a feature which had saved it from plundering invaders in the past, due to the fact that it is hidden from the plain by a narrow valley. Not the usual design of a gumpa, but in the Ladakhi style. It's certainly a peaceful place. The sky is what I call Ladakhi blue. Inside they were having a service. Outside, the prayer wheels beckoned. A community has grown up around the monastery. It's an interesting place to visit. I even met a couple from England and had a chat.
It's a fantastic, peaceful location. Plenty of mountains, plenty of sunshine. People are fantastic up here. Really enjoying it.
So we set off back to Thiksey, passing through some amazing scenery. The Indus River at this time of the year, surrounded by autumn trees. Buddhist prayer flags fluttering in the breeze as the legendary river makes its way from Tibet to the Arabian Sea. Colourful scenery as we then return to Thiksey to go up to the top of the Gumpa and once again enjoy the amazing views. We're confronted by mountains, plains, and a desert with a river running through it that is surrounded by trees. I can't help thinking that this view has probably changed little in the last 1,000 years. The occasional house, and that's about all is here. Once in the monastery, we get to use the toilet, which has one of the best views in the world for a toilet. This time we climb to the top. Flowers in the desert and more great views. Another line of Chorten below. And a remarkable view from the top. After enjoying a snack in their cafe, we head back to Leh, stopping at Shay Palace on the way. The ancient Shay Palace is about 20 minutes out of Leh and was the summer capital of Ladakh. It was first built in 1655 by the King of Ladakh and was used as a summer retreat. It's right on the main road and commands great views over the Indus Valley. In a desert, water is of great importance, and its proximity on a hillock next to the river affords it both protection and a good water supply. The fertile fields surrounding it also add to its strategic location. Then back to Leh. It's a little known fact that the Dalai Lama has a summer home near Leh, just up from the Shay Palace, right on the main road, with a large area outside used for special meetings. As we head back to Leh, We are traveling an ancient thoroughfare, the flat, straight road through the mountains, unchanged in centuries. It's been a great day, and we've all thoroughly enjoyed the scenery and the history of this place. Next morning it's time to leave. We've had another great stay in Ladakh. The early morning flight as usual. Some last pictures. Then back to Delhi. The usual route over the mountains. The influence of the Indus River clearly visible. The majestic Himalaya, raw beauty. So I'll let you enjoy the views and Rachel's music. We've certainly had another great stay in Ladakh.